Live from across the tri-states, this is KHQA This Morning. It's your news now.
Is joining us live from Quincy this morning.
Yes, she's at Bed Bath & Beyond here. And what's going on, Kristen?
I'm back at college. I wish I was back at college. But this morning, if you're heading to college or preparing for one of the students to head to college, your kids, we have some tips on what you need to know before you send them back. You're watching KHQA This Morning.
Kristen Aguirre out and about this morning,
She
going
is
back to college.
Bed Bath & Beyond. What's going on over there, Kristen?
Well, we are talking college must-haves. Now, when you're sending your kid back to school, if you're going back to school, there are so many things you need to be thinking about. It can be a little bit overwhelming. So what are some things that maybe kids need to be thinking about and parents before they head back to school?
Well, first of all, I need to try to get a look at the dorm room if possible. That way you have an idea what space you're filling. There's also checklists available, so it gives you an idea of some things that you may or may not need. Sometimes you have stuff at home you can take, sometimes you have to buy it. Then also roommates too. If you can get with your roommate, that way you don't bring two of the same thing as far as that goes too. That'll help you.
Now, with us now is Dale Whistling from Bed Bath & Beyond. Now, do when parents come in here or with their kids, do they seem a little bit overwhelmed? You don't know what you actually need.
Right. At times they do seem overwhelmed. And that's where the checklist comes in a little handier as far as that goes. It kind of gives you some ideas on what you actually need, at least a generic list of some things that you may possibly need. And
you actually, what I noticed here, you're telling me a little about that, whereas you guys have specific checklists for some of the area colleges.
Right. We actually have lists for all over the United States as far as that goes for different schools. So it makes it a lot easier to narrow it down to exactly what that school requires and you need for that school.
Well, all this morning we are going to show you some must-haves that you need that can help you maximize your space and give you a bang for your buck and still send your students packing in style.
I remember the day that I went with Mom to Bed Bath & Beyond for college stuff.
Oh my gosh, my mom didn't allow me to come back here because I always wanted, you know, everything. And you don't need the matching cups that match your bedspread, Kristen.
Yes, you
but
do.
I did need it.
Thanks, Kristen.
Nothing to add to this conversation, sadly.
Kristen, did you bring the umbrella out there at Bed Bath & Beyond today? Oh, she's sleeping. Oh, I hope I didn't wake her up. There she
Oops,
goes. Oh.
Sorry, I'm awake. We're talking college betting coming up after the break. You're watching KHQA This Morning.
Kristen Aguirre, she is out in Quincy this morning at Bed Bath & Beyond. Last we checked, she was taking a little nap.
Yeah, she was in the bed. I don't know if we want to see her in the bath or the Beyonds. Hello, Kristen.
Chad, that was rude.
She's like, don't go there.
We're live here at Bed Bath & Beyond, and we are talking college must-haves. So we're going through our college checklist here, kind of reminiscing on my WIU days, kind of my college WIU checklist right here. So one of the first things that we need to know about when we go back to school is bedding. So what do some people need to be looking for before they head back to school?
Well, in a dorm room especially, the bed is the biggest thing in the room as far as that goes. So like here we have a display bed set up. It just kind of shows the different layers that you need on it. First of all, you want to get a protector to go over the mattress. The mattress has usually been there for a long time, so you don't want your stuff to actually touch the mattress. So this kind of covers that up. Then you want some type of a comfort item. The mattresses usually are a lot thinner than what you're used to. It's just not nearly as comfortable.
And we all can remember those springs that we used to feel.
Exactly. So you want some type of a padding. There's multiple kinds, but you want some type of padding. Then you need to do your actual bedding to make it look nice. Twin extra long sheets are really big this time of year. Probably 3/4 of the schools use the twin extra long. So it gives you a chance to get the right size sheet to fit on there.
Now, when people come in shopping for this, whether they're parents or students, what is probably one of the most frequently asked questions you get?
On bedding, they're basically just looking at what size, and then they're just going into colors and that type of stuff, just trying to figure out what they want to match. And then also with roommates, making sure the room looks right. So.
That was probably my most important part, was to make sure that my room is stylish, and my mother was more worried about getting, you know, her bang for her buck. So we'll have more details on what you need to know about before you guys head back to college or your student heads back to college. I want to know, do you have a college must-have that was something that you absolutely needed, could not live without it at college, tweet me out at Kristen Aguirre and let me know, and we'll read your comment on air. Chad Brooke, what was your #1 thing you guys needed?
Photos all over the wall. I did a lot of like the scrapbooking, but like as
Quincy today.
this is the place to be this morning. She's talking about
It is
must-haves
definitely
for
the place
college.
to be.
Yeah.
I feel so special that I am in here during closed store hours. I've been doing a little bit of shopping.
VIP.
You could check that out by looking at my tweet. It is very funny. But now we are talking college must-haves. So what do you need? We covered sleepwear, and now we're covering what college is all about, studying. Dale, General Manager at Bed Bath & Beyond, what are some must-haves for when it comes to studying?
Well, the studying is why you're actually there at school. So you need a comfortable chair for a desk. You need a comfy chair just to have in the room. These fold up so they don't take up a lot of space. Also, then you need to be organized, have calendars, that type thing, to know when classes are, extracurricular activities. Bed rest, which is really handy when you're studying on your bed, because that's another place where a lot of people actually do their studying. And then we have a lot of lap desks too, so that way you can have your laptop there, or just writing papers, that type of stuff right there handy. Lamps, desks, all that type of stuff, just to make sure that you are ready for studying.
And it's definitely important. I remember being a student, I'm sure you do too, that being comfortable when you're studying and making kind of feel homely.
Exactly. Need some music playing, so you need the speakers, that type of stuff, so that way it's a nice, comfortable atmosphere and you can actually get a lot of studying done.
Now I love these lap desks because you know, so many times that your laptop's on your desk, it gets kind of hot, and you feel that. So.
Right. We actually have cooling fans too that go underneath the laptop, so it can keep them nice and cool if you're using it for a long period of time.
Well, while you are studying, you're also going to want to look at something pretty. And I'm going to show you that right now with our Pinterest Pin of the Week. We are showing you how to have some really nice decor for your dorm room, but without having to really break your budget. So what you need for this project is some quilt batting, styrofoam, fabric, and a serrated knife and some glue. Super, super simple. Now, styrofoam, you can make this into almost anything. You could keep the shape if you want, or what I did was I cut out the letters. So I'm making this for my sister. She's heading back to college. Her name's Caitlin, so I cut out a C here. Then, have this here, cut out my C, wrapped it in the batting, put my fabric on top, cut some slits just because it's gonna for me to wrap it around. So I cut out the serrated knife. Best way to use that because you're able to kind of shave the pieces, but make sure you're really delicate because styrofoam breaks easily. When I'm away here, my C broke, if you could see wiggling. So after you're getting that done, you can go ahead and use some pins to secure this, glue it down, and then hang on your wall. So I still have to finish mine here, but it's a great way to get some decor in your dorm room without having to break the budget, especially if you're looking to kind of personalize that room. It could be a little cold. So for more of these Pinterest projects, make sure you check out KHQA's Pinterest page. I'll go ahead and pin these, and you can check out one of our boards.
All right, looking fun.
Welcome back to KHQA This Morning. It is 6:13, and Kristen Aguirre, she reminds me of Elvis. You hear the stories about how they'd have to close down malls and stores in the middle of the night so he could go shopping.
Yeah, or Michael Jackson. I know they did the same. Both came out with loads of goodies, which I'm sure Kristen is not far behind.
Oh, I'm going to get a huge cart and just take all this up. But sadly, I'm not going back to college. Mark and I were just talking about this. He says I need to stop reminiscing about the days of college because I'm not there anymore. But I wish I could go back. But we are showing you, if you're heading back there, some must-haves that you need before you head back to school. We have a checklist here we've been going by. Now we are showing everyone kind of how to stay organized.
Right. You're limited on space in the dorm rooms, so the big thing is to maximize the space that you have. You can do bed lifts a lot of times, which will lift your bed up to get more things underneath the bed. They have like plastic rolling storage. You can store clothing, whatever, underneath the bed also.
And these are actually going to probably save you a few bucks because instead of having to go out and buying those actual things that you need to hang things on and buying extra huge storage, you could just simply put these right under your bed.
Oh, exactly. You can do that. And then also you want to use like hanging on the back of the door or closet door. You can use that space for shoes, that type of thing. You also have shelf organizers you can put down in the closet also. There's different styles of storage bags to go underneath the bed. And then you also even have over here, we have a like a storage drawer unit that you can store stuff next to your bed. Then we also even have a dorm space saver that goes up and over the bed, so that way you can store some stuff up and over the bed too to utilize that space, which is normally wasted.
And it's because you have such little space, especially from the dorm or you're sharing a room in an apartment, or even those apartment rooms, they are so tiny. So it's definitely all about maximizing that space.
That's for sure. You want to make the most of what space you have.
All right, well, for more details on all of these tips for going back to college, make sure you check out our website, connecttristates.com, and to tune into KHQA News at 7. And don't forget, if you have a college must-have item, let me know. Tweet me out at Kristen Aguirre so we could share it with everyone else.
She's worse than I am. KHQA News at 5, not 7. 5. Kristen is out at Bed Bath & Beyond talking about things you need for college. I'm sitting there going, this green egg would be kind of nice at my house.
Dan Vile from the Butcher Block has already told me that we may have a chance to give one of these away in the next couple months.
And I just got scolded for pressing my burger. Hey, it's not about us cooking the burgers right now. It's about Kristen.
No, it's not about you. This is
Beyond.
about us in college, okay? It's about us. Well, we are showing you the college must-haves that you need before your student heads back to school. So earlier we covered bedding and we covered organization. You can check out our website, connecttristates.com, for more of those tips. But now we're talking bathroom, which is crucial if you're sharing it with 20 other people.
That's right. When you get to college, there's about 3 scenarios that you have for different bathroom scenarios. One is the community bathroom, where you need to actually take your stuff to the bathroom. The advantage is you don't have to clean it, but you do have to carry your stuff there and then back to your room as far as that goes. The second one is a shared bathroom, suite style, with 2 rooms normally. So that one, you have multiple people sharing a bathroom, but it is your bathroom at least, and you get to keep your stuff in the bathroom. And then the third would be into an apartment scenario where it's actually everything's your bathroom and sharing it maybe one other person, 2 other people, but you're supplying all of the stuff to have the bathroom the way you want it.
So Dale Wilson, general manager here at Bed Bath & Beyond in Quincy. Now, he also went to WIU. Now, do you remember wearing those flip-flops?
I do remember wearing the flip-flops. Yes, community bathroom, definitely.
Brutal. Yeah. What is the #1 thing people come here to look for when they are shopping for their bathroom products?
Probably the tote to carry the stuff to the bathroom is one of the most popular items as far as that goes.
And it's easier to have all that because you can throw everything into this tote instead of carrying everything one by one there.
That's right. Throw it all in there, have your towel, and just go to the bathroom and take a shower and move on.
Ooh, I remember those flip-flops. That was not okay. Well, for more information on all of these tips, make sure you check out our website, connecttristates.com. Remember, I want to hear from you. What is the #1 must-have item that you needed at college and you could not live without? Tweet me out at Kristen Aguirre.
The flip-flops remind me of the shower shoes you had to wear in the public showers, and suddenly
I was in a dorm with a community bathroom.
So was I.
A month later, I was out.
Yeah.
I needed my own.
Oh, yeah, and sharing it with other people, it's just, Douglas, I don't know how you even survive.
You know, because you know me pretty
Especially
well,
him.
and yeah, how I survived that, I don't know.
Germaphobe. So much fun this morning out at Bed Bath & Beyond, talking about your back-to-school necessities.
She's also doing her own shopping, but the reason she's there is to get you ready to go back to school, or at least your kids.
At least that's what she's saying.
That's right. We are talking college must-haves. So what if I'm doing a little shopping on the side? No big deal. But earlier we told you about bedding that you need, bath tips, everything that you need. Make sure you check out our website, connecttristates.com. But now we're talking about some fun gadgets.
Right, some fun gadgets that you have to have. I don't know if the first one's fun, but laundry. Mom's not doing laundry anymore, so you have to have a laundry bag, that type of stuff, to get your laundry either to the laundry or get it home so mom can do it.
I love this. It says hot mess. That's too funny. College is definitely a time where you start to realize how important your parents really are to you because you're doing things like this on your own laundry.
Exactly. We also have the stinky dorm room kit, so just in case you haven't done a lot of cleaning, it'll help the smell on that.
Definitely a necessity.
Yeah, and then we have the Tervis tumblers, all kinds of different college logos on those. We also have the hot pot where you can boil a little bit of water to do some ramen noodles, which is a college staple, and then also the Keurig coffee maker to have that caffeine in the morning or late at night.
Now, Dale, you do not have a WIU or DePaul mug here. I'm a little disappointed.
I don't have. I might be able to order it for you, though.
Well, what do you think out of all these are your favorite gadgets that you would take back to school if you could?
Oh, the Tervis, definitely.
Definitely.
You gotta love the Tervis.
Ooh, I actually never had a Tervis, and we ordered some for our morning show, and I actually love them. I would take the Keurig because caffeine is a necessity when you're at college and you're having those long overnighters. Well, for more of Dale's tips and everything you can get to make your college life a little bit sweeter, make sure you check out our website at connecttristates.com and tune in to KHQA News at 5.
I happened to notice that Mark is zooming in on the KU glasses, cutting off the Mizzou one right next to it. Not happy.
You know what? All morning he was yelling at me about shopping, and then he sees that mug. He's like, I need this now. That's not fair. He could shop, but I can't.
Yeah. We're tigers.
Can't we all just get along?